Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead. We are here to do our weekly throwback review for The Walking Dead Year of the Dead series. This one is my review for The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 16, titled Wrath. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing our weekly throwback review for this week for The Walking Dead Year of the Dead series. This one is Season 8, Episode 16, titled Wrath. So, this one won the poll this week, and I am still just as shocked as when I looked at the poll about a week ago at this time. I thought you guys hated this episode. Like, honestly, I thought so many of you guys hated this episode that I'm honestly kind of surprised that this one won the poll. But it won, and I watched it, and, well, now I'm here to give my kind of updated thoughts after all these years. So, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't all that bad. It really wasn't. I mean, I had my problems, and we're going to go into that, but it wasn't that bad. Honestly, I'm a little bit surprised because I remembered this episode being really frustrating, and there are still elements of the episode that I will say are definitely still very frustrating. But for the most part, you're looking at an average finale, I would say. You're looking at about like a, 7, 8, 9, like 7, 8 out of 10 type, episode. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good episode. It's got its problems, but I will say it has also some positives that we'll get into as well. So, this is basically what happens in this finale. We are dealing with the war. Dwight has been completely, setting our group up, and obviously he thought that he was doing the right thing, setting them up and giving them, this plan that he offered Gregory last episode. And now our crew is obviously in a position where, they're kind of not sure if Dwight is setting them up or not. They still don't know if they can trust Dwight or not, but, they're going to go with the plan anyway. And we know that Negan gave Dwight a fake plan before he obviously, imprisoned Dwight, right? So, at this point, they're all just kind of not sure what to believe anymore, and, they're all going to kind of just go to war and, see what happens. But Negan has got the advantage, for sure, because Rick and them are going to go along with Dwight's plan, but, Negan obviously is setting them up big time to get killed. So you get kind of these flashback sequences to kind of set up the episode at the beginning with Carl. You also hear a story from Sadiq on, why Carl helped him, and also a story about Sadiq's mom and how she believed that the souls are trapped in the bodies of the monsters, right? And, he basically tells Rick that Carl died paying respects to a woman that he didn't even know. So Rick likes to hear that from Sadiq. He wanted to know the full story, and now he does. Now, you've also got Morgan that's kind of losing it. He's kind of like, in and out of it. And he's kind of in a dangerous position where he wants to clear so bad. I have to clear. He has to clear so bad that he ends up almost killing little Henry there for a second. So that's when Morgan kind of realizes, like, okay, I'm not doing all right, And he tells Rick, like, look, me and you, we are worse than we were, and we can't change that. So you know what? Let's just finish this, So they go out, and then we get a speech from Negan. We get to see him. He's giving a speech to his people, and he's testing out the guns that Eugene has prepared for him. And Eugene is really smart because he gives Negan the fake gun, the gun that actually works, so that Negan will completely buy it. But I'll tell you one thing right now. Eugene really took a chance in this one, because one savior shoots a gun, and it's over. He's caught. He's dead. Eugene really took a chance with that one for sure. But anyway, you've got Rick and the rest of them that take care of one of the crews on the road. And then they say, okay, yeah, we are changing plan. Yep, Maggie, it was a trap. And, they kind of think they got it figured out, and then they go another direction, and you get Gabriel, right? So Gabriel kind of pulls a little bit of a stunt in this one. He kind of tries to escape, and it fails miserably. But Eugene's pissed because, he's like, look, if they waste ammo on you, like, I'm dead. So he's just like, shut up, Gabriel. Like, he's shaking because he's like, look, like, I have a plan here. Like, he can't tell him, obviously, but he's like, look, I've got a friggin' plan going on here. If they fire a gun and try to kill you, like, this is not going to go well. So They keep going. Gabriel gets loaded into the car, and we get Rick and them in the field. Now, this is when the confrontation actually happens. They surround our characters, Negan, on the big microphone, and he says, "I ambushed your ambush with an even bigger ambush." Negan, as usual, with the one-liners. You've got them surrounded, and he's pointing the gun towards Gabriel. He's talking to them about Dwight and how he caught him. And, he says, "Congratulations, Rick." So as he points his guns to Rick and the rest of them, you get to see them. They're all kind of standing there. They're all about to die. And, then we get Eugene that comes in to the rescue and, of course, makes the bullets kind of, fire back and, injure the characters and stuff like that. And essentially, they end up, most of them at least, end up being injured. Some die. And, that's that. Eugene saves the day. So Rick and them see the moment. They go on. They attack the rest of them. You get Dwight and Eugene and Gabriel, and they're all kind of in the scuffle. They start to fight Negan, and Negan gets away, and Rick and them come through, start killing a bunch of saviors, and it's really, really cool. Now, here is the first flaw. I can't even say so far in this episode I really had any major issues. But the first big flaw is Morgan and Jesus. Their little thing. Morgan, tackles this person down, and then he's about to have this sweet kill, and then, Jesus is like, "Morgan, you don't have to." I'm like, dude, we're in a war here. Like, seriously, Jesus, we're in a war. You cannot be telling them to not kill somebody. Like, seriously, they're coming after you. They're trying to kill you. Like, I don't understand what Jesus is trying to do. And then Laura and the rest of them surrender. Kind of a lackluster ending, I must say. Kind of a lackluster ending to the Saviors. They kind of all just surrender, and they kind of just, just give over, right? Now, you get Rick versus Negan, and this is, once again, another flaw with the episode. Because, like I said, I didn't really have any flaws with this episode until around this time. Rick versus Negan at the tree. Look, I'll give you this. There's some good dialogue. They got some good dialogue that they wrote for them. But the actual fight scene is just really not my cup of tea. I mean, in the comics, it was like this insane battle, shootout back and forth. Rick and Negan fight. Negan breaks Rick's leg. I mean, there's a whole bunch of that stuff. And in the TV show, it just felt like it's they kind of wimp a little bit. Negan talks about how he's bigger, he's better, and I got a bat. I mean, seriously, what? And he starts crying when he mentions Carl. And then Rick just slashes him, and that's it. He says, "Save him," and, that's the end of Negan. That's the end of the war with the Saviors. And, Negan's going to be rescued, and Maggie's not happy about it and stuff. It all felt very clunky to me, guys. Honestly, it really did. It felt like just very gimmicky. There wasn't any kind of, depth to it. It was just very quick, I'm bigger, I'm better, I got a bat. Oh, you remember Carl? Slice. There wasn't any kind of big talk. It was very dull to me, honestly. It's the one big thing of the episode I can say that really disappointed, honestly. Now, Rick's speech, however, immediately after, talking about how this world is yours and, that's death and they're coming for us and stuff, phenomenal. Love that. That was a great step in the right direction. Now, they all split off. Obviously, Morgan goes to Fear of the Walking Dead, which that crosses over into the next episode. And you've got, Eugene that's back with the crew now. Rosita gives him a punch to the face for the puke. And, pretty cool. You get Dwight. He gets sent away by Daryl. Daryl does not kill him. He lets him go off and find Sherry. And, Negan's going to just rot in a cell and, kind of just stay there for the rest of his life, right? Which is pretty cool, honoring Carl's memory. And then you get Maggie. Now, Maggie, again, this is another flaw I have with this episode. It was very weird. The way that she's, sitting there and she's talking and she's like, "We're gonna show him." Then you get Daryl that comes out of the shadows. "Yeah, we will." I'm like, guys, come on. Seriously. All you're trying to do is set up tension for season 9, and it really shows. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I'm not going to pretend like I did. And then finally, we have the ending, right? with Carl and the beautiful music that they have over it, that really nice like banjo track that they have with Carl and, you know, Rick, and, you know, when they were younger and when Carl was younger and stuff. And Rick kind of has this montage at the end. Very, very nice. Very, very nice finish. So, I mean, for the most part, like, I like the episode. I really do. I like the fight. The first half of the episode, I honestly think, is pretty darn solid. I love the paying respects to Carl. The music is good. The dialogue is fine. And I think it's all really, really good. I think the only moment it goes downhill is as soon as the bullets turn and you get the battle, it's very cliche. Like, Rick versus Negan, the tree thing, you know, Maggie and Daryl, there's its problems. Let's say that. So, overall, I'm gonna give the episode a 7 out of 10. I like a lot of it, but there are things that I think really drag it down at the same time. But it's not as bad as I remembered it being. Okay, that's what I'll say. I think there's a lot of things in this that are really good, but there are a share of problems as well too. Big enough problems that definitely take a jab at the episode at the same time. So let me know in the comment section below. What did you guys think about this episode? Going back on the episode, how did you feel about it? Definitely let me know and write your comments in the comment section below. So of course, guys, if you're new here to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos of The Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys very soon for another video for The Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
I've heard stories. Walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories.